In this lesson, we're going to learn how to convert between different units of measurement. At the top of your page here is a list of various unit conversions. So over here we have conversions for linear units, for area, for volume, and for mass. So over here I've highlighted the ones that we're going to use in the different examples that we're going to be looking at. And these are going to make up the second fraction that you use. So we have one more that we're going to start with, and this one is converting between inches and feet. And so that is over here. So 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So this is going to set up my second fraction. So our solving is going to be similar to when we were solving unknown sides in similar triangles, where we're always going to start with our unknown amount. So over here, I want to figure out how many feet 65 inches is. So the thing that I want to solve for is my variable. That's my unknown. That's going to go on top. And the amount I'm converting from, so in this case 65 inches, is going to go on the bottom. So that's our starting point for our first fraction. Where do we want to end up over our starting point? And then our second fraction is going to use the information from here. So in this case, the fact that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. And the order I'm going to put them in is the inches is going to go on the bottom, just like as it is over here. And this variable, this x, is going to be a certain number of feet. So feet come over here. So it's 1 foot for every 12 inches. So 1 foot for every 12 inches. Then we're going to isolate for our unknown. So in this case, the x is being divided by 65. The opposite of that is going to be to multiply. So I have 1 foot divided by 12 inches, and I'm going to multiply that by 65 inches. Now my inches divided by inches is going to cancel, and so I'm going to be left with the unit of feet. So that x, I'm going to do 1 divided by 12 times 65, and that is equal to 5.4, and my units are feet. So 65 inches is equal to 5.4 feet. So let's try a few more examples. Now, I have highlighted over here for the rest of the examples the conversions that we are using. I'm not going to keep moving back and forth, but these are going to be the ones that I mention and then write down as that second fraction. So our first example, we are converting 190 millimeters into centimeters. So I want to find out how many centimeters 190 millimeters is. So my fraction is going to go centimeters on the top and millimeters on the bottom. Now if I were to scroll up, I would find out that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Now I'm going to move the 190 to isolate for x. So x is equal to 1 centimeter over 10 millimeters times 190 millimeters. Millimeters divided by millimeters cancels. So I have 1 divided by 10 times 119 is equal to 19, and the units I'm left with are centimeters. So 190 millimeters is equal to 19 centimeters. Next, we'll convert 25 pounds to kilograms. So I need to know how many kilograms are in how many pounds, and my conversion is that 1 pound is 0.454 kilograms. Then we will multiply the 25 to move it over to the other side. So x is equal to 0.454 kilograms per 1 pound times 25 pounds. Our pounds will cancel, and that is going to equal 11.4 kilograms. Next example, we're converting from 2 miles to feet. So I need to know how many feet in how many miles. So there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So just to recap that when I am converting between these two units, I'm looking up to that conversion table. So we'll quickly look up this one. So I have 1 mile is 5,280 feet, and I'm going to make sure that my unknown, my feet, is on top. The 2 miles I'm starting from on the bottom. So over here where I use that conversion amount, the miles is in the denominator and feet is in the numerator. So once again, we'll move this over. So x is equal to 5,280 feet per 1 mile, or divided by 1 mile, times 2 miles. The miles will cancel, so we have 5,280 feet times 2 divided by 1, which is equal to 10,560 feet. So 2 miles is equal to 10,560 feet. Next example, so this one is an area one. So we are going to convert 760 centimeters squared to meters squared. So I need to know how many meters squared, how many centimeters squared is. And the conversion chart tells us that 1 meter squared is equal to 10,000 centimeters squared. So we'll multiply that to move it over. So x is equal to 1 meter squared per 10,000 centimeters squared times 760 centimeters squared. Those units will be cancelled. 1 divided by 10,000 times 760 is 0.076 meters squared. And next we have a volume. So I am converting from 2,460 milliliters into liters. And my conversion to go between liters and milliliters is that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. So we'll move the 2,460. X is equal to 1 liter per 1,000 milliliters times 2,460 milliliters. Those units cancel. So we have 1 divided by 1,000 times 2,460, which is equal to 2.46 liters. And we'll do one more example here. So another area measurement. So we are converting from 12 yards squared, or 12 yards squared to meters squared. So how many meters squared and how many yards squared? So our conversion chart tells us that we have 1 yard squared is 0.84 meters squared. So we'll move that 12 over. X is equal to 0.84 meters squared per 1 yard squared times 12 yards squared. Those units cancel. So 0.84 divided by 1 times 12, and that is equal to 10.08 meters squared.